How did this particular subject capture your attention? What made you want to make this film?
Well, actually, long before the political issue came into the picture, I had the idea to tell a story about American identity. And I guess what that meant to me was my dad grew up in a small town just outside of Pittsburgh. It was a steel mill town. And just like any industry town, it had fallen on hard times at one point. And you know, his dad had multiple jobs. They didn't have much growing up. And I remember being a very ignorant kid and saying like, so your childhood was awful? And he said, no, it was actually the exact opposite. There was such an incredibly strong sense of community, and that you had faith and belief in each other. And there was also the strong belief that that tomorrow was going to be a better day. And I think that version of the country and that sort of pure ideal has stuck with me my whole life. And we've moved so far away from it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to tell a story about these people, especially with the political landscape heating up to the place where it went, which is, you know, we made a whole lot of noise for the idea of who's being elected, and I think we really forgot to shine the light on the people who were being affected. So I wanted to tell a story about these communities. And so when natural gas came into the picture, it was a perfect backdrop for what we were trying to do because it's so high stakes. I mean, it's kind of like poker. There's so much potentially to gain, so much potentially to lose. But these people are making very big, very hard decisions, and so again, it was a great sort of magnifying glass to look through to see how the snapshot of the country is right now.
Right. We'll talk a little bit about working with your buddy Matt and Gus Van Sant.
Well,
a lot of magic there.
Yeah, a lot of magic there, and I think that before I was able to understand what it was like to work with him, I had to get over the sort of bizarre feeling of it being totally surreal to work with the group from Good Will Hunting. I mean, being a Boston boy, I've seen that movie 175 times, and I think I have a tattoo of the poster on my back. I don't, but hilarious. I could. It was so unbelievably surreal and overwhelming to work with these guys because they are the best. I mean, that movie is phenomenal, and the way they work together is phenomenal. And so to me, it was just an honor to be, I mean, this is the type of movie that I'd run out and see immediately because that's just the kind of movie I want to see. So to have my name anywhere near this is totally bizarre. I'm supposed to try to keep it cool, like, yeah, totally, this is the kind of movies I want to make and this is how it is. But then I get in my car and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm making a movie with these people.
Well, do you feel any kind of responsibility in terms of telling stories like this where it gets people's minds thinking to potentially create some change?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think when you get the opportunity to do that, it's phenomenal, and it's very, very powerful. And I know there have been movies in the past that have done that for me. And so to be one of these movies, I think that's exactly what we want to do. We just want to start a conversation, and not even necessarily about natural gas, but really about where we are as a country. I mean, I do think that the ideals that my dad was talking about we're able to get back there. But it used to be about the long game. It used to be about what can we do for the country that would make it better. And I think right now, and through nobody's fault, we've now been pushed because of the financial situation into doing the short game. You know what I mean? We just have to protect our own. We have to protect our families, and we need to get back to a communal idea of how to get from here to there at the next step. So hopefully people see it and think about it.
I agree. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It really is a fantastic film.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we really look forward to having it on AMC screens.
Done.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to stop what you're doing and subscribe to our AMC Theaters YouTube channel to keep up to date on all the movie news, editorials, and our AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to hear about all our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.